Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Blue Phoenix. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. So today I thought of, since it's raining and it's October and there's lightning going on, we could do a spooky plant chores video. So I have the room kind of set up a little bit with some ambiance, so I thought that would be kind of fun. I have some plants to repot. I also have my little terrarium that I want to like fix up and maybe like propagate some plants out of there. I also have a new plant that I want to show y'all. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Ooh, there goes the lightning. So I thought it'd be kind of fun, and then it's also great for the season. And then as well, and then a plant, one of my wish list plants that I actually got now. So I'll be propagating it and sharing it later on. All right, let's get to the video. All right, as you see next to me, I have my plants that I'm going to be repotting. So I'm going to show you all those. The first one is this reverted strawberry shake. So I got this at a swap, the Dallas swap. So I don't think I was able to get any footage on that one because it was like a new setting, so I was kind of like feeling it out. But I got this one. I traded a plant for it, but it was bigger. I just propagated it and I have it in my grow tent at the moment. Next is this Ficus Shavariana. So as y'all saw from one of my previous videos, I propagated it and this one's doing really well. I sent a little piece out. So I sent a little piece out to one of my friends to trade with, and so we do a little trade also. Love doing that. And she got the top cutting. This is the Hoya AH. This looks really nice in this lighting right now, right? So I see a lot of like this being sold around a lot. It's the Hoya AH074. I think it's a wonderful plant. I think a lot of people really like it, and it's a great one to get. AH is the abbreviation for the nursery that it came from. So Aloha Nurseries would be the nursery that I came from. I think this is a what is it called? The philodendron. Dang it! I want to keep saying it's a sotoroi, but it's not a sotoroi. It is. I can't put it on. I'll just put it on the screen for y'all. Can't remember at this moment, but this is another one that we're going to be repotting. I also have my Marantas. I don't know if y'all knew this, but you can regrow Maranta cuttings in leca. So they'll grow in leca and give you nice good. Oh my god, I got a fungus now in there. Oops. So this is a black Maranta, and then I have just like cuttings. See how the roots are in there? So we need to pot this up. This is actually for one of my friends. She moved. I received this recently. These are this little. I like collecting different types of aloe, so it's a different type of aloe. One of my friends gave it to me, one of my plant friends, and then also these are black velvet corms. So it rained really like big. This is an El Choco red. Finally got this. I got this one from my friend's shop. She had a little discount for it. Look at the root popping out. So she had a little discount for it because she chopped the head off by accident. And I was like, it's okay, I'll get it. So now I have it. I am actually going to take it out of sphagnum moss, and because it's in sphagnum moss at the moment, and put it in some soil. So we'll be doing that. I have some leftover pots that I have. So I have those and a couple of these over here. And then, as y'all know, I like using Great White for. Oh, this is what I use with Great White, so y'all can see results. Thunder. So y'all can see results. Let me get my beauty guru arrow here. Look at those roots. Look at those big roots. So yeah, I think the product is worth it. There's other mycorrhizal fungi products, so I'll be looking into those later, and then giving y'all my honest opinion about them. I think that's, it helps out other people. That's what I do. I look out at YouTube for a lot of like other people that have done it before I start purchasing things, because you just never know. So I do that. Okay, let's get to it. I really want to start off with this El Choco Red. Just like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it to like just grow bigger. So take it out. This is moss. It's a little moss baby. Do y'all like growing plants in moss? I personally am okay with it, but I prefer not to because of this. The less work that I have to do, the better. Oh my god. I'll like insert a picture. My like shoulders are so sore. I've been working on the yard. We have oh no. This is also why, because sometimes like the soil will like take all the roots. That's okay. You could also like dunk this in like water, and like in an hour or so, the sphagnum moss will be removed from the substrate. I mean, from the roots. The sphagnum moss will be removed from the roots, but I mean, who got time for that really? If you do, good for you. But I don't. Look at the little chunk. It came from the little chunk. I'm just so excited to finally have this. As a collector, I'm really excited. Our local HEB, one of them, just recently received like a huge, just opened up and received a huge inventory. So they had like strawberry shakes, they had strawberry shakes, they had ties, they had El Chocos, and probably like God knows what else. But I really wanted one of the strawberry shakes. They're like $55, $56, I guess, rounded off with tax. But look at those roots. Some sphagnum moss is okay, but it's going back in its own little planter. I wonder how it will act if I just sprinkle a little tiny bit into there. I mean, why not? It's just a tiny little bit. Well, let's first put the soil in here. I'll just put a little bit in there. place this back in here. Oh, I'm so excited for it to grow. I just love this plant. This is like one of my favorite plants. This one. I'm so excited. My friend's supposed to be getting this one. So I think she'll really like it. She was looking for it when they was available at our local grocery store, but I don't think she was able to get one. Or maybe she did. She'll let me know. If not, I'll just have another one. Or she might have another one. I don't like these planters because they're so flimsy. But for now. Put that in there like that. I always wonder if they'll revert back. I have a couple of the props in my grow tent, so I'm hoping to see if they'll grow back like variegator or not. So it would be really cool if they did, because then I'll have multiple of them. But these are some of the more slower growing philodendrons, I believe. I just like this one because it has that really funky pattern to it. So I hope to get it back and get that funky pattern, because that was really cool. The alarm system. I almost just want to leave it back in here. It does have. It's too small for that. So should. Place a tiny bit of great white in there, and you just need a sprinkle. I use up a lot because of my own collection, so I put a lot in all my collection just to just to see what would happen, and then also in my friend's collection that she brought over for me to take care of, so for her. I hope this one grows. This one's not a really rare or uncommon type of philodendron, but it's just really pretty. I forgot what is it called? Keep forgetting. This one will go in here. You need to top it off with just a little bit of soil. And then I'll clean it up in a little bit. Tags, I'll get you. Here. This is the one that I'm giving to my friend. It's like a little something for me to do. white with it. I'm checking to see if this one's... Oh yeah, look, it's rooting. Can y'all see that? Maybe not. No. I've saved you. Somewhere else. Oops. Oh, I see. I'm looking for a little tiny one. Maybe I could just put it in here. Oh, I could just put it in here. I always try to put those in, they pull them off. Okay, that was right. I'm just gonna put like those little black velvet corms and the aloe together. I'll just let them grow together. It'll be fine. Might go. Right. Oh, definitely gotta get to that. Definitely gotta get to that. Let me plug in my. Ready for this one. Ta-da! The lighting, sorry for the lighting, but this is the Philodendron gigas. I'm excited to finally like have this. This is like the plant that I've wanted for so long. I'm so happy I'm getting all these like wish list plants. So the way I see it is like I'm getting my wish list plants, but I'm also adding them to like trades. I'm also adding them to like trades, and then I'm also doing like sales at times as well. So I think it's great. I like it. I did not get my... First, let's get this off the pole. And I mean, it's really nice and lovely, but I think y'all know how I like my plants for like my personal collection. So the leaves, no offense, they're just not like the way that I would like them. They look nice, but like I would like them to look like this top one. You see how like long and strappy and velvety and just beautiful? Like that just looks gorgeous. Very nice. So I'll take this out from here. And then we'll be chopping underneath these like nodes. The plant is already leaning a lot, so definitely needs a good chop back. Definitely has that philodendron smell to it. This one just looks weird to me, like right here, this area. Like, do y'all see that? So, I mean, I'm not gonna give somebody something like this unless I'm like trading with them or something like that. So, I'm gonna take this piece off, put this aside. This piece can be a single also. Here, look at that big one. There we go. So now I have one. Oh no! I ripped the foliage. Darn it! Oh well, it's just the one that had the ugly leaf on it, so. Still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then mine. 9. So I'll keep this one, rehab it, and then just work it back up. Oh, I'm so sad about that. And for those, I'm just gonna let them callus off before. For these, I'm gonna like wait to put them into anything, any substrate. I might just like do water. Might be easier for me. I have this hydroponics set, which would be really good to like just use for that. So, oh, I also need to propagate my Monstera obliqua because it's just doing that runner thing again, and so I found out what to do when that happens. Add another moss pole, but I don't feel like doing that. So what I want to do is just like chop it and then prop it, and what I use is what's it called? Fluval stratum. So I use that, and then since it stays moist longer, those nodes, for those nodes, it works better that way. I tried it with soil, and they rot faster that way for me. So, but fluval stratum, I just like leave them alone, and they're all right. So. Here's my mixture, so I callus things. And I use sulfur, rooting hormone, and cinnamon powder. I just found that from a friend, and so I just been using that, and that just has been working great for me. So. This is like, has been just easy to make sure all my like propagations stay alive, so they don't die. I need you all to survive. Oh, this one's my favorite. might just keep this one. And then I like to place just a tiny bit of it on like my plants, just in case. It helps reduce the amount of fungus gnats. I'm not gonna say it's like eliminates them, but it does. It helps reduce them. Reduce the amount that I've seen at least. Okay, so next is the Obliqua Peru. That one I definitely need to propagate. This is the Obliqua Peru, and it's on a moss pole. This is a moss pole that I made. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna like keep it on there. But I don't like that. So we're just gonna propagate it right underneath over here. So this part over here. So we'll be taking this part off. So that still leaves this little part here growing, so we'll have another little bushy set over here, but we'll be propagating this also. So what I do is I wait to make sure that I first see a little like node on them, and then cut it there. Like this one is the top cutting part of it, and it doesn't have a node, so we might just have to leave this one on, so that way they still grows. What you need to do though is make sure it's calloused before placing it into the fluval stratum, because if you place it into the fluval stratum, just like this, it'll rot away. It has a huge chance of rotting away. We'll do that later. But I'm so glad I finally got this one. This one's just like one that I've been wanting. I like funky plants. And like a long time ago, it wasn't even like expensive. So it's just like time and when people look out for it and stuff like that. And that's always interesting to me. But I'm so happy I have it. I think I need to give it like some different type of fertilizer, or I might be over fertilizing it. Maybe that's why it like shot off those runners. But yeah. Look at the cutest little like Clarinarium seedling. I bought these little seeds from a blossom seller, so thank you so much. But look, it gives off that little seed. Oh. So I'm just gonna place both of them in here. Make sure it has a little bit more. I added some myco in there just to like, you know, help it out. There you go. so nice to just repot everything and have it like good. They're like growing roots in there, so this will just be a little like obliqua area. Alright. See how they're like in there? So that's how I grow them, and they work. And they work. I'm sure I could probably use them in this little cup too. Just have to like get them to a really small size, but the shorter you cut them, the more chance of like rot affecting the plant, so I try not to do that. There we go. That one did not have all of the wound covered, so I needed to cover that. What is this? Oh, like a... Alright. Now for my terrarium. I have to move these out of the way, so be right back. Alright, before I get to my terrarium, I wanted to show y'all my new acquired plant for my collection. This is the Cyanum marianum. Its common name is bundle of sticks plant, or the dead sticks plant. As you can see, the plant itself looks like it's unalive. Unalive. It's that it's like not alive, so it actually uses this as a mechanism, a self-defense mechanism in its natural habitat to protect itself. And then its little blooms, I'll put a picture here for y'all, are like a little caged, like a little lantern caged. So I'm excited to see those whenever they do bloom, and I'm excited to like add it to my collection, and we'll do a little propagation for it. So I have a little stick right here. We're just gonna propagate and see how it goes. So this is the end. Yeah, this is 2 plants. This is another plant. So also, I'm trying to see if I am propagating it right, so I'll definitely have to make sure. This also comes from the family of like Hoya as well. So I think that's really interesting, and it's treated like a succulent. So that's like the watering habits, like watering care they want to like give it. Kind of like a cacti care. All right. I think I did it right because of the way I saw it on the YouTube the YouTube channel. But next I am going to place it in some little container. Oh, here it is. Let's see. have to cut them a bit shorter. I'm just gonna use this instead. Improvise, improvise. We'll use some great white just to kind of see how that goes also. Okay. This is the end. Okay. There we go. Like that. The trickiest part is remembering the ups and the downs. Like the top and the bottom of it. But I think I figured it out. I hope I'm doing it right. We will know. But I'm doing this one propagation because I need to like know how to like propagate it in the future. But I like, you know, like unique funky plants. And so far, like, so this plant comes from Madagascar, and a lot of like plants from Madagascar are pretty unique, and I thought it would be interesting maybe to like highlight all those plants that come from Madagascar. Every time I think of Madagascar, I just think of what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot that one movie. I'm so forgetful today. Anyways, this is how it looks right now. The white stuff on the tops of that are sulfur, so we're just gonna let that callus over. We're just gonna let that heal over and see how that goes. I'll put in my grow tent, and that way I could like know for sure. Next is my terrarium. I definitely have to get to that because it's like a must needed one to get to. This is my terrarium. Inside of it has some good plants, but also some plants that just should not be in here, and you learn. So my begonia, old Florida type plant. What are they called? Old Florida variety or something like that. I've got to get this one out. Just didn't do well there. Saw a little Hoya attached to that. Don't have any. I'll just have to adjust them. Ooh, look, this one's growing. So we'll just adjust them. That's fine. Poor begonia over here. Oops. That one's so fragile. Oh yeah, this one's growing. It's an Elingariana. It's a really small leaf Hoya. I'll put a little like snippet of what's going on over here for y'all to see. But going on. I'm definitely learning not all of these are meant to be in here. Might have to put this one in here and hope it grows out. This one might be fun to like see grow out, so do that. Why not? Let's put it back in here. This one's tiny, so we'll just grow it in here. I think that's the Walleniana. Yeah, it's the Walleniana. Finally it's growing. It was just like never growing for the longest. This poor terrarium. I definitely need to like add more plants to it. More like begonias and stuff. So what I'm actually going to be doing is adding these little string of turtles in there, and then a cutting of the Monstera obliqua Peru, and we'll just see how that goes. I think this one was growing pretty decently. It had little roots, but I'm always like constantly watering it more and more, so I figured it might be better to just leave it in here. Oops. Oh, and I had a brilliant idea. I might as well just put these in here. And see how they go. Maybe it's a silly idea, maybe it's not, but we'll see. I forgot what this plant was. I'll have to like look at my records, but finally got this plant to root. I have so much of this plant. This one's the Hoya croniana super silver. I have so much of this. I have a mother plant. I have this little baby one, another one from my shop, and then I have another one. Where did I leave the terrarium at? Oops. I think I left the terrarium outside. Oh no. meaning it might have got flooded with water. I'll have to check on that one tomorrow. Oops. Three little Chores. Alright. This one. And have all of them in there. That'll fit at least. Go in another one. Like that. Because I am out of cups. Oh man. Sometimes when it's just like a lot of repotting, I just zone out, y'all. So sorry. Let me just dump all this in here. Long strappy leaves. Alright, that was a lot of repotting. But we got it. We got through all of it. Little Hoyas. These Gigas, finally got them. So excited to eventually trade with people, add them to my shop, do stuff, you know. Trying to get organized here. Alright, I guess this is the best I could get organized. Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining me on like this little like plant chores that I have to do with like my propagations and just getting things tidied up little by little. And then I hope that little trick works for y'all too. If it did, for the Monstera obliqua peruse, let me know down below. Love to know if y'all have any tricks on how y'all get into roots. That so far has been working for me. Y'all have a good day. Thank you again for subscribing. Bye everyone.